The only thing with this is that I'm always bloody sore. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I go hard. And then essentially from, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm always sore. And then Saturday, Sunday, I start to kind of get a little bit better. Essentially what I'm doing right now is a leg day once a week. That's kind of what I'm experiencing with this. I'll go nuts on squats once a week. I'll go nuts on back once a week. And then it takes me bloody days, many days to get back to feeling strong again, to do it all again. So huge amounts of work and then a long rest. And so I'm sore. And this soreness is debilitating. Last week I was sore. This week I'm sore. Next week I'm probably going to be sore. This is the life that, I kind of lived when I first got into weightlifting and training and powerlifting, all of that stuff. It was kind of like this. It's just so hot and cold. You push really hard and then you're sore for half of the bloody week. When I discovered Bulgarian, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Maybe I can, run away from that soreness and live a normal life without, being that guy that can't even pick up a bloody pen off the ground on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays because I'm so debilitated with the soreness. I kind of got tired of that, and it wasn't just that. Back then, I also did everything equally, right? Like it was the bro split, right? So every single day of the week, I'm recovering from something that I did 2 days ago. So I'm always sore, and the mood is always low. You're kind of just walking around the house like a sad sack of shit. Not to say that you're sad when you're sore, but it's just you know exactly Poppy bouncing around the place. But this works. It really does work. Absolutely annihilate yourself and then give yourself X amount of time to get back and then hit it again. What really got me excited about training with the whole Bulgarian, the whole squat everyday thing was that, or maybe I can fit in very, very high levels of training without exhibiting these symptoms. Maybe I can take that weekly volume that I do in that one day and split it up into 7 days and still get the same progress. The answer probably is not, is probably you're not going to get the same effect. Because essentially you need recovery to take place. And for recovery to take place, you need a big, big stimulus. And splitting that stimulus over the 7 days ends up being not the same stimulus. So you just got to pick what you want to do. So like for me last year, I started doing this very, very hard leg day, very hard back day at the start of the week, and then essentially 5 days off and then hit it again. And I was able to make progress that way. It's not my favorite way of training, but this is a very proven thing for me right now. And there's many stages of your lifting career. Maybe at the start you don't have to do this. Maybe at the start you can have more frequency and get away with a lot less stimulus to get where you need to get. But eventually you get to a point for your body, for your genetics, where you need to do a different thing that got you to that place. So that maybe in the intermediate stage, you need to change it a little bit compared to when you were in the beginner stage. And then when you get into that maybe advanced stage, you need to do something different again. And oftentimes that trajectory is that you need more recovery and bigger stimulus. So more stimuli, more recovery, and then some of those time frames start to expand a little bit. And that's kind of where I am right now. I still like the squat everyday aspect of it, from like the practicing, the free throw shooting. I feel like that's a really cool thing, for me. Gets me out of the house, gets me training, gets me moving. And I feel better every day when I do this, but I can't push every day. So today I hit the 160. I could have done more, but I'm like, there's no point. Like I'm so sore. There's no point fighting this. So, there's a big spike on the graph at the start of the week, and then there's very, very small deflections for the rest of the week. So I'm basically just saving myself for that one session a week where I go nuts. It's a different take on training, but it's worked for me last year, so I'll stick with it and see if I can reproduce the results. Appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.